Hey YouTube, I am in Kuranda, far north Queensland, little town up in the rainforest, and I am going to catch up with a mate who rehabilitates bats, fruit bats, all sorts of bats, so stick around, this one will be exciting. G'day Roz, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you guys?
Roz is a bat carer, which means she's mostly looking after young, orphan flying foxes, but also looks after a whole slew of other bats. She works alongside Pam, the owner of Bat Reach, and a whole slew of other volunteers. Protecting and caring for flying foxes is one of the most important things we can do for the environment up here at the moment. Flying foxes are vital for pollinating plants in the rainforest. Without bats, there's no rainforest. This is what's called a keystone species.
I know, it's like a mess of bats in here. Edie, settle, it's okay. Something in her mouth now.
That could be dangerous.
Kissing on me? No. Yeah. She's a naughty girl. Bad biter. Bad Rito. Oh, she's looking straight at ya.
Oh, that's good. So tell us about the bat roll.
So this is a special bat wrap that has a stuffed little pillow at one end to make them feel like they're still clutching onto mum. That's when they feel safest and most comfortable. So the wrap just gives them that and wraps gently around them like mum's wing would, so they feel at ease.
Oh, aren't you just gorgeous? How do you not have a face like that?
Exactly. She's very sleepy.
Who's this cute little critter?
That is Edie, my other baby.
Oh, this is Edie.
Yeah.
Oh, you are so cute.
She's my Suki one.
She was the youngest one you've had?
Second youngest. So she's
Okay.
the youngest of mine. Yep. These two aren't fully furred. And they are just absolutely tiny.
That's the most precious thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. So this is Koa, who was found at Koa, unsurprisingly.
Yeah. It's just up the road.
Yeah.
Do they darken up, or is that a variation with the colour?
That's a colour variation. So we do get what we call blondes.
Ah.
And when I show you the little reds, you'll notice a lot of colour variation in them as well. Some even have like grey guard hairs. And we've actually had one in this season who looked identical to a grey-headed flying fox.
Oh, wow.
And the only way really that we could confirm that it wasn't a grey-headed flying fox is that the greys actually have fur all the way down their legs to the ankle, and the speckies, the reds and the blacks, the fur stops around their tushy. They don't have hairy legs, whereas the greys do because they live in colder climates. Hey, cool. And these little bumps on the nose are the adult teeth that haven't descended yet.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I did read, saying that they teeth and it's not too much fun for them, like babies.
No, I wish there was teething gel or something that we could give them. This little girl is Madeline. So this is the one that I had for one night. And
She's still going.
she is...
Little trooper.
Yeah.
What's that been, a week?
over a week, I think. Yeah, no, she's been here for 2 weeks. So when I picked her up and brought her up here was just over 2 weeks ago.
Is she doing all right? Is she maintaining or
Yep.
gaining?
She's doing very
that's
well.
Good to hear.
She's got the best of care with Pam. She
was
is a
very
bat
young,
guardian
wasn't
angel. She was like a newborn,
Yeah.
1 or 2 days old.
So fragile.
Yeah. You beautiful girl.
So did their mama bat drop them, or what happened?
Yeah, those two, they would have been dropped, or mum, they've gotten a fright and let go or something. Most of our other orphans, though, they've been crashed in the evening, and mum hasn't returned for them. So mum, we are suspecting, has been shot somewhere or is caught on barbed wire or power lines, because apart from death, there's really no reason that a female bat won't return to her baby. They are the most dedicated mothers. So we're really worried about the number of orphans that we've had this season compared to the number of adult mortalities we're seeing. We're not finding deceased adult bats. So what's happening to these mums is a bit of a mystery. And it's pretty upsetting. We've got over 140 orphans in care now, which is pretty high, given that it's only 3/4 of the way through the season.
Oh dear. So a lot more than last season.
Yes. And we do get late births as well, so yeah, there's a lot of unknowns about bats. You know, how their diet can affect their pups or their lactation, how heat can affect their pregnancies, you know, just a whole heap of unknowns. And going back to the thing about the blondes, Tolga Bat Hospital have also noticed this year a higher instance of bats with unusual coloration. So whether that's just some kind of nutrient deficiency in the mum, whether it's purely an aesthetic thing, or, you know, whatever the underlying reason is, we're not sure of that.
Sometimes parents abandon their redhead children.
No, I do. This is our female enclosure, which is all speckies apart from 2 little reds that we've got in there, Frizzy and Tabitha. Frizzy's not feeling great at the moment. He lost a friend last week, so he's our education bat, and he's usually really charismatic, really outgoing, and very interactive. But one of his really good friends, Amber, who was really old, passed away last week. So he's been a bit down in the dumps, which is very sad. I wish I could help him with his grieving process, but you know, they are really social communal animals, especially the little reds. Like, they love to just be close to one another. They cluster so tightly on tree branches sometimes that they just snap and fall.
Sorry, I gotta film that.
This one's BB. He's our resident alpha male.
Oh, you can tell.
Goodness me.
He's not shy of letting everyone know that too.
No, he's not. So he's the dominant male that's been coming here for years. He does nick off occasionally, and we don't know where he goes, but he usually always comes back. The day he doesn't come back will be very sad, even though he's a real bully. This is how a bat goes to the toilet.
Oh.
Contrary to what a lot of people think, they don't pee and poo all over themselves. They're way too clean for that. So they invert, as you saw him just do, and then they give a little booty shake.
Very nice. Oh, I think you're poking your wiener through the bars at me.
He wants you to know that
Oh, look at that. That he's uncircumcised.
he's hot stuff. He's hot stuff.
Aren't you beautiful?
And it's really adorable. Different species of bat smell different.
Oh, yeah.
Kid nearly got peed on.
Oh yeah. Every day. Every day. Oh, this is Tabby up here.
Oh, hello, Ted.
I haven't got anything for you, darling. So yeah, Frizzy's like my little boyfriend. I love him so much. He's our education animal here.
Oh, wowee. That's like an elephant's trunk.
It is.
So the two species obviously get along okay?
Yep.
Friendly?
All of the major
Yeah.
megabat species in Australia can cohabitate.
Yeah.
We do say that little reds are like the party animals because when they come into town, it's raucous, it's loud.
Yeah.
They come in their thousands, and the speckies do sometimes move away. They get a bit sick of all the noise and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are too much." So she's a Savannah Glider. She actually came from up near Laura. She was found in a dry creek bed with her poor dead baby on her back and green ant bites all over her ears, face, nose, mouth. So she was a bit touch and go for a while. We didn't know if she would ever have good eyesight again. And with medical care, we were able to save her eyesight, but she's not able to be released until we can find a suitable location because Savannah gliders don't actually live down here. Northern FreeTailed Microbat. And she sustained a pretty bad wing injury, so she can't be released. But she's a beautiful girl. Yeah, she's a gorgeous girl. Loves her mealworms.
I love how they munch mealworms.
Just saying, is it dinner time?
And it's dinner time for us too. So while we enjoy a meal with this lizard, please have a think about this. I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video so you can donate yourself to Bat Reach if you enjoyed watching this. I myself have sponsored several bats this year. Or, alternatively, you could look up your own local bat rescue group and donate to them and maybe even volunteer your time. I'd like to give a massive thanks to Roz for letting us film, and also a shout out to all the bat carers out there. You're doing a great job and very important conservation work, not just for bats, but for ecology as a whole.